Welcome back to Self Discovery Support. And let me just read my little disclaimer and message here. So, this is in today's reading, you can intuitively pick A or B, and the related reading could be relevant for you. There's an animal energy related with each side, and you can use that to pick as well. Sometimes both sides have a message for you, and let me know what stood out for you in the comments and give a thumbs up to support the channel. Okay, I have to make sure I read these things up front so that yeah, they don't come naturally to me. I'm just like, going straight into the reading, and I completely forget to talk about subscribers and all of that. But anyway, let's do our sound check quickly. While you're here, this is pile A, and it's not an animal energy today. It's more of a this is a tree energy, right? So it's plant energy, and this one is the beetle. So I'll give you a moment while I do my sound check. Hello. Okay, great. We are live. All right, so let me get straight into it. All right, by now you would have chosen, and we're just gonna jump straight into group A. All right, so this is the messages from the universe. So it's really open to anything that wants to come through, but it's really going to be for your highest guidance. And it may relate to somebody or a romantic connection, but it doesn't have to be, right? This is a reading that's about you. And so there's your card. Now, this card is about this is about connecting to your deepest kind of sense of self. So it's like needing to put roots down. If you're feeling a little bit unsteady and wavering right now, it's going to be a time to make sure that you connect to things that help stabilize you. So, for example, people as well who you feel safe with. Feeling safe is a big part of this. And I'm also using the African Gods Oracle that you can see here. And the card that came out is this one, number 21, and it says good luck is only one step ahead. No, when I saw these two, I thought that pile A, you have, this is my first impression, but we're going to go deeper. But it's you have actually a lot of amazing things about to happen for you. It's almost like it's coming in at this particular time. I want to say like it's like manifested. There's something that you've been doing that's been building the momentum, or you're putting one foot in front of the other, and that is accumulating into some kind of big energy for you. But the reminder here is that because this is going to be so large, maybe even so life changing, you want to make sure that you stay connected to your, I want to say, humble self, who you authentically are, right? A lot of people will, with success, be blown off course, and that's not what you're being advised to do. And I really think it's because this thing is something you've been working on for a while and it's coming. So let us go in with some tarot now. I'm using the Somnia Tarot that you can see here. I've never read anything with this deck, so I think the messages are going to be a little bit unique, eclectic. So let's see. Tell us what is going on for pile A. What do they need to know? Queen of Cups. This is the Six of Wands or Six of Candles. This is the King of Cups. Okay. Okay. I see why there was this message for you with the King of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Five of Wands. I think there is going to be, how do I just say this? Listen, I don't really believe in any of the twin flame thing, but I kind of know what people mean by it. I think it's a very strong connection that draws you, you feel drawn to each other. And you may have had some kind of wounding, as well as you connect to each other's experience and you kind of feel this like I see you, you see me type of energy, which is very rare. Now, why am I going to that? Because this is feeling like somebody who has been in some kind of emotional or spiritual space with somebody else, and I almost feel like you have not. If this is you, I feel it's you. The Queen of Cups is turned away from this situation, really. You really haven't been thinking that this is going to amount to much, even though there's been a lot of work that's been put in, which what I mean by that is there are different events, times, experiences that you've had with somebody here, and somehow you're at that point that this person is actually coming towards you to have, I don't even want to say like it's a reunion. Tell me, please. All right, tell us, please. What is this? Nine of Cups. Okay. With the Four of Pentacles. It just feels like there is a point now where if you have been somebody that you felt like I've been in a connection and I've been suffering, or I've had bad experiences, or I've just kind of given up on something, it kind of feels like this is the time for you. And it's really interesting because I don't even feel like you're that concerned, like you're not really looking at it. We saw the King of Swords before. Somebody's kind of decided after a lot of like conflict and self questioning that they want to connect, right? It's like two people finally aligning, but it's really because one person has probably surrendered and one other person has allowed their feelings to come in for them. This person has actually allowed themselves to feel, and it's, this is like at the crown chakra. This is somebody that there's a knowing, and I accept how I feel. Okay, so there could have been some blocks in this situation, but Nine of Cups is I'm going to get what I want now. You're going to get what is most satisfying for you. What happened in this situation here? Eight of Pentacles. All right. With the eight, with the Strength card. All right. Kind of feels like it just was not at that precise time that something was going to work out. Somebody here could have had all their energy focused on their work, but also more kind of generally, it's like holding back. I'm gonna hold back what I feel because actually this could lead us to somewhere quite outside of the realm of where they want to go, right? So why did I bring up the whole twin flame thing? There's a couple here. There's King and Queen of Cups. That tends to be a pair that is aligned and is matched. And even though I had no intention of making this a romantic thing, it really feels like pile A, that the person that you have either been in some connection with or you're about to meet this person. You could have had bad experiences. I know you're about to meet somebody but it really feels like somebody's tapped into their emotions. So it's like a coming together, but you aren't even going to know. And so, in a way, this grounding energy is good things are coming, and you might need to brace for this because this might actually be surprising to you. Because why might it be surprising? Because it's unexpected. You kind of given up on this situation. All right, what else does pile A need to know? This is the tower and the moon. All right. Yeah. I think this is confirmation here that pile A, this is an unexpected situation, which is actually going to bring a lot of change into your life. It's like you don't even know the extent of the changes that are going to happen here. And that, when I'm saying that, that can actually feel really scary. Um, Especially if you kind of like settle your mind and say, well, okay, I accept what's happening here. I'm just going to focus on my other things in life and, fulfillment elsewhere. Here is actually something which is going to bring a change. And I think the change is actually going to be, it might be challenging to you because it's almost that energy of, I'm finally going to get what I want in life. And I have no idea how to deal with this, how to kind of prepare myself for it. And maybe also a situation that I've never experienced before. So it's like big energy. But I'm gonna just, good luck is only one step ahead. Let's just read a little bit from the oracle. 21 is, when you combine it, it's 3. So there's a real like creative energy that's happening. Now it says, I'll just pick a few things. So there's something about acquiring wealth in youth, ability to start over like the phoenix, and some born entrepreneur. So like I think there's also a sense of abundance here. Natural beauty and good luck, pursues goals, brave and stubborn. So like really needing to like push forward on your dreams because actually that is going to push you into this place. Yeah, there's a lot here about Phoenix rising, living every second to the extreme, slowing down to enjoy the scenery. How will you know, just as a kind of concluding question, how will you know when this comes into your life? 5 of Cups, all right, and the Hermit. It could be at a point where you are experiencing a kind of low point where you feel like, well, there's so much that has happened and I have so many regrets and I just kind of feel stuck or bound in this situation. Maybe it's at a point where you're like really reflecting on the changes that you want to have in life. And then there's an upswing, right? So that's why I'm saying that the Queen of Cups is like, you won't be expecting this to happen, but the success comes. The success actually comes. And this card really talks about abundance and kind of good luck, right? But in the cards, you actually have something about a connection. So you could be, pile A, having an upturn in your finances, your prosperity, your sense of stability. Some kind of win is here, but also it's the point at which you thought that things wouldn't improve with somebody, and then also that comes together. So if you chose pile A, that's a very powerful pile. Let's, I don't do time really, but let's see if there's anything we can tell. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, King of Wands. All right, so it could be in really it's like right now, I think like very soon. It can be within the year. And very soon in tarot time is like it can be like in a year really. There are readings I've had where for myself where it's like it's coming now and it happens 1 year later. So fret not. It's coming for you. The success will happen in that time. All right. So pile A, that is the message I have for you from the universe. Please do comment and let me know if what you have going on, if this resonates with you, and of course give a like and subscribe for more. All right, so we're gonna leave that and move on to pile B. All right, pile B is this beetle energy, which you'd have seen in the thumbnail, right? And this is about creating something here. What are we like putting together? What actions are we taking? And how is that going out into the world to create the reality that we need? And what ideas do you bring with you when you're doing that? All right, so this card, it's number 10. The shine of gold fascinates, but also dazzles. All right, so together, I think it's you have to be kind of conscious. You're in a point where you are creating a reality for yourself, and you do have to be conscious as to what paths you take. So I know you might be going towards what you desire, what you dream about having happen, but what's governing kind of the choices that you're making? And I think it's important because this universe message is really saying that whatever you put out there, whatever thoughts, energy is, it's actually coming true. So you could be like manifesting things in your life pretty quickly. Let's see. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, the star is here and the lovers. All right. Man, I tell you that like all the readings, I this is not my intention, but there's something coming out about a connection, but also there's choices that you're making here. Who are you choosing at this point? You could be somebody that kind of has a few options in life, either by way of connections or just kind of the path that you want to take. Like, what's my career? What do I spend my life doing? What do I commit to? I think there's something big about like commitment energy. What am I committed to? And, you know, if you look at the rope here, these two are kind of bound together. And I tend to think of that as like devil energy. Don't be scared off by that because it's the sense that you might be, and this could be very specific, you could be somebody that felt like if you were in a connection or if you chose to be in relationships before that, you had to be in them, almost like you have to. Like you need the connection, not necessarily you choose it because you want to. Um, And so it's like breaking that tie now or breaking the way that you understand things. Like you can actually go towards what you want, right? Um, Scarcity here, this is a sense of I don't have enough or I will only have this option in my life. So therefore, I have to choose it. It has to be the thing I choose. And I'm really speaking for situations as well as people in your life as well right now because you feel a lack of company, persons, companionship. That's the word I was like searching for. Um, because you feel a lack of that, it's a sense of maybe this is a previous belief, right? It's a sense of I need to just kind of I desire like a relationship, really. Like I feel a lack of that in my life. But remember with the create card that don't always look at like the outside of something, because you might be tempted to see like other people's relationships, other people's situations and what they've achieved for themselves, and you're thinking like I lack something or you lack something, because you don't have that in your life. Like there's a sense of like need or emptiness in some way. But the the text here, the shine of gold fascinates but also dazzles. It's something that can blind you to the reality of things, right? So in some sense, let's bring this around. Um, if you are thinking of partnering with someone, or you're even in a connection already, and or you're looking at an idea, exploring maybe dating or something like that, or longing for a relationship with a particular person, it could feel like this is all you've ever wanted in life, right? I just desire this type of connection. Maybe you want to get married. Maybe that's something that's here. But what is the point to get married and feel beholden to something, and like you can't escape it? You can't, like you have to be in it. That's a question, like of course different people have different beliefs about this type of thing, but there's something here about that. And also there's another message that's coming through, which is if you are in a place where you are wanting to have that enter your life, like a connection, um, don't go too fast, too quickly into that, because you want to make sure that you can see the dazzle of the gold, right? Which is you want to see what's behind the surface or the facade. Tell me more about this, because this feels like a complex reading. Um, this is the 10 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, it could feel like you really, you could just be somebody that feels the absolute absence of someone in your life. Six of Pentacles. It's like one, you could be somebody that wants to receive that type of love and care and just time from someone. And like that is really, yeah, you just, it's like somebody who wants like a strong partner in their life, and you feel like that's not coming. But with the star, let's see, that is one, two, three, four, five. Five of Swords and the Five of Swords, Six of Swords, Four of Swords, Six of Swords. Um, yeah, it's moving. Okay, so the thing that you desire is something that you want to make sure that you move from a space of thinking like I need this thing, thinking that you won't have it in life, to actually believing that you can move into a better space where you can attract that into your life. Eight of Candles, Eight of Wands. It sends these ideas that you're having. This is really a complex reading. It might be like for somebody who has been in their head a lot. Like a lot, it strikes me as for somebody who's maybe worried, quite worried about their future, about their connections. Um, these ideas are sent out into the atmosphere, the universe, right? You bring it back in. It's the very idea of the create card. So just be sure what you bring in. Um, Nine of Wands. Okay. This is the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups. All right. The message that is here, the message that is here. this message is taking like a lot of turns. Actually, Eight of Wands with, all right, this is for somebody. It almost feels like each card I've pulled is for a different person. If you chose Group B, I think that Group B are people that haven't been in either successful relationships or you have been out of relationships for a long time, and but you still like desire that. And so this set of cards that I pulled is for the person that is actually going to work through all these issues. So it could be you at different phases, right? The loneliness, the knowing that you want the connection, the missing of maybe even a particular person in your life, knowing what you desire, finding out that you want to actually not sabotage or give in to any kind of issues that will prevent you from moving towards what you want. So it almost feels like a win. Like you've worked through some big issues that have been holding you back. Um, any kind of restrictions that have been holding back you back, I see that you like go straight forward, you cut through it. And so you really are actually creating something right now. Um, and it's almost like preparation here. There is something about a friend group or meeting somebody soon that is actually going to be this kind of partner that you had wanted. And it's all these ideas that we talked about before are things that you probably were working through or are working through right now. And then you feel like, okay, you arrive at this point. The lovers is possible. So the whole thing about don't over romanticize the connection, because you are important for yourself. And also the creation of the idea of your relationship from a place of lack is not going to produce what you want. You will bring in the connection that is right for you. So even if you are actually in something and you feel like you need to free yourself from it, that is actually possible. Okay, how will they? Here's the Eight of Swords. I want to find out about that. What is preventing this now? Okay, Ace of Coins, Two of Coins, and Three of Coins. All right. Yes. Okay. So there's this situation has maybe taken a pause, and maybe that's why there's this like I miss this, I lack this energy. But there's a new situation, a new, it's not situation, a new opportunity to balance what hasn't worked yet, right? And so that's coming through. Nine of Pentacles. You're approaching this in a very different way. Like it's like you've learned the lessons from all that stuff in the past. And it's like now you're approaching things with a sense of independence. And so I want to read you a little bit from the Oracle book for this one. The Shine of Gold fascinates, but also dazzles. I think that's going to give us some extra information here. Now, this is the group that I think it's pretty clear from like how I was reading that there's some shadow issues, but it feels like you managed to write things and then the reward comes. So it says emotionally dependent, difficulty in forgiving. So yeah, I think that's an issue that has come through in this situation. Allowing yourself to be loved is learning to love yourself. That feels like just the perfect thing that I think this reading is saying. How much heartache and unrequited love. All right, so it's like you've learned. This is a group that has learned through through noticing their own patterns, what has gone wrong and what's gone right. And almost like by the end, you pull yourself into this space where you can actually tap in successfully to what it is that you want. All right, so I asked in pile A how they will know. So let's ask as well, how will you know when this is coming in for you? Knight of Wands. Okay. With the Knight of Cups. King of coins. All right. So at some point, there is going to be a sense that, okay, I have to put on a kind of bravery to re enter, to face these connections or this particular connection in my life, is how I'm getting that. But also, you feel quite magnetized towards somebody. This could be you, right? This could be, I get the sense that this could be like maybe a masculine group, or you could be dealing with this energy, but it's somebody that, okay, it's like, okay, I'm going to transition from being inconsistent. I'm going to transition from being focused on a particular aspect in my relationships, which is maybe passion. Maybe that's what, or the excitement. Maybe that's what the focus was. And now it's that focusing on stability. Do we work? Do we function together? There was the Three of Pentacles here. It's how do we work together? How do we build together? How is that structured so that we can actually have success? And it's that energy of the shine of gold fascinates, but also dazzles. So building, how to say, a well-built relationship can look like amazing. But now you're in the process. It's like, I almost think it's like school. Like you're learning how to create that for yourself. All right, so that was the complex message that I've managed to bring home for you. So if you enjoyed this, if you resonate with it, please do give a thumbs up, and of course comment what your situation is and subscribe. And I will be back either tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday sometime with an about you and your person reading. All right, so all the best. Take care. Thank you.